The nervous new boys of the competition. They're almost all, in fact, are full internationals, and they do bear the expectation of a nation. Israel, troubled, divided land that it is, has united behind its champion club. Their first game in this competition. United's 80th in the Champions League, more than anyone else. These familiar faces represent the deep end into which Maccabi Haifa, which Sir Alex felt it unnecessary to hide yesterday. Still no keen reach the quarter-finals with Hajduk Split 8 seasons back. Here's one of two Croats.
The answer is yes, if they go about their business as they did in qualifying against Zalgiris at home against Champions League newcomers. I think they've got to capitalise on that with a really good brisk start.
David Beckham forcing himself on the game inside its first 30 seconds. Phil Neville. David Beckham on Saturday. Blanc. Beckham. Sticking to his touchline, is he, Ryan Giggs, in the first few minutes by any manner of means?
Well, I was here for the Bolton game last week, and he did similarly, second half particularly. I thought Bolton played him well, tried to squeeze the play inside, and he went with it. But I prefer to see him stick on that touchline, Pete, and give Manchester United that width.
Beckham for Solskjaer. And then for Verón. There by Blanc. Solskjaer. Beckham. And what all turns out to be the winner, he will probably be able to retire on the proceeds. Neville. Beckham. O'Shea. Salted to be behind. Manchester United prompted into...
They kept it down.
Beckham's corner. Ferdinand going up and now just about clinging on. Eliza. O'Shea. Neville. Beckham. Neville. Beckham. Verón. Blanc. Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good save again. And Giggs. Which was a little reminiscent of the lead up to Pablo Aymar's goal last night. Oh, the coach of this club. Moved in the side. O'Shea. Beckham. Verón. Holding off Qatar. For Van Nistelrooy, who had edgier forward pretty by most standards. Beckham's free kick. Blanc is forward for it. Seen away for Beckham. Touched on for Solskjaer. He's held up by Almosh Nino. O'Shea. Solskjaer. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. O'Shea.
Come through like that. I think Blanc and Ferdinand have got to start communicating a little better.
Beckham. O'Shea. Last year's final. They meet again next week. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Little wrestle in at the back from Ejiofor. The penalty area. And Beckham's delivery. Solskjaer!
He was just a little in front of it in the end, and he's got to try and readjust and get his head behind the difficult past the front post. But good ball in from Beckham. The pace is on it. Solskjaer just trying to guide it. Can't quite get round.
And Ferdinand. And Nistelrooy took it. Beckham. Drifted in towards Giggs! Two scoring headers on the night with... Sprint for Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs and aerial power, not normally something that goes together, but he's in there again.
United goal. And he goes level with Figo and Giggs. O'Shea, who seems entirely comfortable at full-back, not his natural habitat. Giggs, O'Shea, Beckham, neatly worked again by Manchester United. Beckham's cross is overly deep though.
And he's got lovely footwork to boot.
What sort of a ball is that from Sylvester Beckham? And Beckham for Solskjaer. And Solskjaer in towards Giggs. He is having a smashing night, and they're quickly on with the corner. Old Trafford, Olympiacos have come from behind and lead Bayer Leverkusen by 2-1. ITV.com Champions League for all your requirements in this competition. Beckham's free kick. And Van Nistelrooy's header.
Keeper, because he comes and he's not getting anywhere near this one. I think fortunate for him that it did strike.
Beckham's corner. Sylvester getting up. Van Nistelrooy in there. Drifted forward by Beckham.
He can cope. They're not used to being closed down this quickly.
In a sense, you would have suggested that Maccabi's best chance was to be closing down Manchester United with Beckham. Should really be 3-1.
Well, it should be. I mean, he was just trying to pass it into the net fair. He's dashed 60 yards. You know, he picked out a great ball to Van Nistelrooy for the layoff.
Jim?
Well, the thing I'd be concentrating on is making sure people are picked up, because they haven't dealt with the movement well.
And Nistelrooy has been sent. Beckham with Veron. Nicked up for Giggs, out by Bernardo. Taken by David Beckham. And aimed in at Ferdinand. Solskjaer keeps it alive. Ferdinand! It's the opposition a certain assurance about Manchester United here tonight, and they attack immediately at the start of the second half with David Beckham in at Solskjaer. It's come back for Veron! Within 25 seconds of the start of the second half, Stretford end, Manchester United surely home and dry.
They would have wanted, and I think that alone underlines the weaknesses you've seen from Maccabi at the back tonight. Look at the room. Veron has to come onto it, but having said that, the important thing for him is to strike it well, get over it, make sure he's keeping it down. Keeper gets a little...
Given back to Ryan Giggs. Earlier tracking back to atone for his error. Beckham, whose tail should now be up, and he drifts it beautifully onto David Beckham's forehead. Van Nistelrooy, Beckham, O'Shea with the confidence to overlap.
I think the manager will want him to be ruthless now.
Ferdinand over the top. Beckham fancies a bit of this, and against the odds, really, he shrugged off Ejiofor and made it his. Van Nistelrooy, Giggs, Veron. Oh, lovely. Outside of his boot for Beckham. O'Shea's bombing ahead of David Beckham. Neville, O'Shea. And Giggs, who has not stopped working tonight. Beckham. Maccabi Haifa for the competition. Good goal it was too. And this door, Neville. He's had an excellent game in central midfield. Beckham. And support from Veron. Beckham. Veron. Beckham, lovely. No hint of any letting up here from United. Beckham's corner. Awad came and missed. It's Forlan! It's coming, it's coming.
Always difficult to keep.
Beckham. Forlan. He's playing for a show. Just about squeezed the throw out of it for David Beckham. All right. Beckham. Forlan through the middle. I'm not telling you the rest of the story. Beckham. UEFA club game after Israel's admittance. Beckham's corner. Scraped away to Neville. Regathered by Beckham. Couldn't wrap his embroidered boot around it.
Yeah, that's a rare sight.
Beckham.
Beckham's decided he wants to get more involved, Peter. He spent a lot of the last 10 minutes inside.
Balance on the ball. Found Forlan. Now Veron. Solskjaer's pulled out wide. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Ball first, and that ain't easy for Maccabi Haifa at the moment. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Get 20 minutes or so in place of Fabian Barthez. Beckham. Forlan let it run. Van Nistelrooy. Forlan!
Again, because he peeled off when the pass from Beckham's played in. Lovely dummy, lay off. Now keep it down, get over it. So disappointed. Have a quiet night. Second half for Manchester United, they really have imposed.
Veron has run himself into a bit of form here, and he's rolled it in for Beckham. Ejiofor. Manchester United have 4 on 3 here. Van Nistelrooy for Beckham. Beckham for Forlan. Forlan. Nicely back for Beckham. Cleverly drifted forward for Solskjaer. O'Shea's got forward and is in the box for Manchester United here. It's Beckham's cross. Van Nistelrooy going up. And Beckham again. And Forlan again.
Move on his behalf, but you know, when you get ahead of the goal like that, it's very difficult to turn, get good power and keep it down.
On the bench in the Premiership this season, including at Leeds at the weekend. Bench that Ruud van Nistelrooy was taken off. He has a sore calf. He's off as a precautionary measure.
My bet is that was the
goal. So for now, though, Beckham is steaming up at a rate of knots, and so is Pugh here. Beckham. Manchester United, who needed a wake-up call at the start of the evening, just off a headline here. Beckham. Veron, knocked in by Veron, chased in by Forlan, watched out by Ejiofor, pursued by Beckham, who's got over. Penalty.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Now who takes it? David Beckham has won it. And he's gone over and got the ball as if he intends to take it.
That's clumsy, isn't it, by Ejiofor? Beckham knew all he needed was a touch and Ejiofor was coming. Just get the touch and he'd take him. Exactly what happened. Forlan, I think, is going to take it off him, is he?
He's gone over and said, "Skipper, surely now. Please, please." And anyone with an ounce of humanity says please on his behalf.
Bet there's a few butterflies there now.
Diego Forlan. Now! Relief, release. They're just so happy for him. Match 27, goal 1. Diego Forlan for Manchester United. Well done, sir.
Yeah, I echo that. That's a big relief for him. Match was over. Why not let him take it? And look at the concentration on his face. He wasn't going to miss.